I had faith until I saw that the first match featured the refrigerator, Nia Jax. I gotta say that the women's title, the Fridge versus Rhea Ripley. How long before Hollywood discovers Rhea Ripley and she's gone and away out of our lives, on to make the big money and
You'll know.
swim in the ocean?
You'll know as soon as she starts laser removing all those tattoos.
No, that's part of it. I'm telling you, she's gonna be the
After a couple of movies, they're going to be like, hey, you're a good-looking girl. Can you get rid of the tattoos?
No, she is going to be some kind of gothic warrioress that's going to have a stray. The Ripley and the Furious, and she's going to do 12 of them and retire to her own island. She'll make $5 billion. Perfect, just like that.
I don't know how good this math is. Where did you pull this number? $5 billion.
Well, that's because they're going to gross a fucking fortune.
And she has a piece of it?
Yes, because they're going to have to pay her to have her out there with the sword and the fucking motorcycle and the goddamn cannon and all these things that she's slaying all the post-apocalyptic fucking mutant minions with.
She has a sword and a motorcycle?
She's got a motorcycle and a sword and a cannon.
Hold on, is she hard?
Yeah. Is she hard? And you know what? It's a double barrel cannon.
Does she just wheel it along with her motorcycle? How does that work?
It's propped on the front of the motorcycle, and while she's got her hands on the fucking motorcycle fucking handlebars, she sticks her tits into the end of the double barrel cannon to fire it.
You've crossed the line. You've crossed the line.
Well, no, because there's the buttons in there, and boom, and it's her booby cannon.
You know, Hollywood's still not making titty cannon movies.
Well, that's
at least not since Russ Meyer died.
The field is wide open.
Well, again,
anyway,
we'll just see about that. The sword on a motorcycle, though, that could, yeah.
The double barrel cannon and a loaded boot.
A loaded boot?
A loaded boot that when she fucking taps the heel, then she can kick somebody and the toe of the boot explodes.
Oh, so well, how does that not kill her?
Well, because she's kicking the motherfucker with the blowing up foot.
But how big is this explosion that it just would only kill the one person and not damage the other person?
Oh, she's kicking him in the head. She just limps off.
All right. Well, you know what? I actually, this was a good match. I enjoyed it, but I'm really enjoying the talk about this Rhea Ripley. It's not trilogy of films. It's
no, it's an entire franchise. I'm telling you. It's going to go on and on and on, much like this impromptu bit. But they did have a match, and I agree with you. I didn't mind this as normally as much as I mind the refrigerator because they kept it moving. It was short. It didn't overstay its welcome. And they kept it moving. And Rhea, again, is somewhat sturdy enough to bear up under some of the refrigerator's balance issues. And she's over like crazy. They're chanting, mommy, mommy. And they went back and forth enough to where Rhea can sell, but you don't want to leave the fridge in control too long because then So they kept it fresh. Did you see the crossbody off the top rope to the floor by Rhea Ripley after foiling the bonsai? She's actually a grown adult person. Of course, she was falling on a human Barca-lounger, but still, that was impressive. And then boom, boom, boom. Finally, the fridge took over and hit a bonsai drop and went for another one. And Rhea was up after that bonsai, which lays everybody else out, but she withstood it, got up under her crotchal area and got the electric chair, a kick to the head. And the riptide came in low this particular night, but at least it came in. She got the riptide on her. Boom. 1, 2, 3. And it wasn't 10 minutes, and I think it was perfect.
Yeah, good match, and it looked like a struggle. And Rhea handles Nia Jax.
In some cases, I mean, if you talk to Rhea, it may have been.
And Rhea, not Nia.
Rhea?
Nia's not even her name. Nia's her name. Nia on a night. No, Rhea handles Nia Jax better than most, and she does power moves with her. And again, it looks like a struggle, and I'm sure it is. but she gets the best out of her, I think.
You know, since Britt Baker is MIA, maybe Rhea Ripley could get the dentistry degree for pulling teeth, having a match with the. But anyway, yes, I applaud. Hold on, let me applaud the efforts of everybody's. All right, shut up now.
And Rhea is super over, and Rhea's ridiculously over.
That's the thing, is she's a star, and they need to just keep feeding her threats of various kinds and see when, Hollywood calls. But that's what I thought about that, Brian.
Well, like I said, I thought it was a good match, and it's so far a good start to Saturday night's main event.
Yes, and so far, but we'll fix that too. Medusa and Mark Henry were at ringside. I had forgotten until I saw Mark, but he basically left there, went and got paid to never be seen for like 5 years by Tony Khan, and now he's back in the WWE in the Hall of Fame. And there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing we haven't heard from other people, but I've seen some interviews with Mark Henry where, at least the quotes I read, the typical stuff. No one in AEW who was a young person listened to him. He had advice, but no one wanted to hear it. And then everyone's struggling, but everyone's doing what they want, but it's a mess.
Well,